news conference. Jefferson County School Superintendent and the Operations Director.
I'd like to share Dr. Yearwood here to kind of go over the day and give you guys some moment to understand.
Yes. This has been a phenomenal day. This is one of the best days that we've seen in JCPS. I'm not going to steal his thunder, but I do want to note that the strength of an organization is not in an individual. The strength of an organization is in the team. And we have assembled a phenomenal team back here. A phenomenal team that will drive JCPS towards its goal of being the best here in our Commonwealth of Kentucky. This team comes with, again, a level of strength, expertise, and just quality that will drive us towards that goal. I want to thank each of them. I want to thank everyone involved in the process that led us to this point where our students are now safely at home. Parents, we said we were going to bring your children back to you, and we did that in great time. But there's one person that I must bring to the mic, one person that has spent countless hours with his team, with his routers, with his communication, doing, I call it, what some consider the impossible. I would like to bring up now our Chief Operations Officer, Dr. Rob Folk, to talk to you about what he's done.
So we cleared our last bus on the first day of school at 6:22 this year. Previous year it was 6:29. The year before that it was 7:01, and we all know what happened the year before that. We didn't have any really major issues to report this year. Our new routing system worked pretty well. The MyRide K-12 app, people downloaded it, did well with it. We fielded about 1,600 calls to 485 Ride, which is a little bit less than what we fielded last year. And one of the things I'd like to do is thank really everyone that was a part of a successful first day, from the principals to the teachers to the paraprofessionals in the building, to the transportation folks, to our food and nutrition service, our custodial folks, and everyone that has a hand in this. One of the things that we really strive to do is give the district a strong, successful first day so that it can set the tone for the year. It's a promise we make and a promise that we've kept, and we're really proud of our folks and how hard they work today, and really proud of our drivers. Thank you.
Woo! Any quick questions? It's been a long day, so we want to make sure I stress the word quick.
There are reports that there were multiple students that went missing at some point during dismissal. Is this true, and have those children been located?
That happens every year, so we work what's called a Code 1 procedure, where when we have a student that either hasn't ended up where they need to be or isn't gone where they need to go, then we initiate a whole series of protocols, and we found them all. Relatively quickly, and that's really a credit to Todd Kessinger and our police force and our assistant superintendents and the school principals that work those.
And how many children was there this year?
I think the actual Code 1 total was around 16. And you know, it can be something as simple as I got off the bus with a friend of mine instead of getting off the bus at my stop, or I got off at the stop and I decided to wander somewhere else, or you know, I didn't get the bus, or I was a car rider and went on a bus instead. And we just work those issues one by one as they come through, and then make sure the kid gets home safely.
And is that 16 in line with what you've seen in years past?
Yeah, it was actually less this year than what we had last year and the year before that.
There were questions about the bus tracking app,
Yeah.
As far as like how it worked. So a parent was saying that once their child was picked up, it disappears off the map, so they couldn't tell if their child actually made it to school. Can you address that?
So that's a new app, obviously, this year for the district. We rolled it out for parents to be able to track their students. We had a few issues that we troubleshooted today. Some of the calls for 485 Ride were user issues. We didn't find any programmatic issues on our end, and we'll continue to fine-tune that over the next couple of days.
We've talked with one family whose student gets dropped off near 26 and Magazine, who say that they feel unsafe with their current stop. Is there any plan down the line, maybe as the weeks roll in, to change those stops or look at that?
I have 9,982 bus stops. If I have the exact stop and we know whether or not it's unsafe, then we can review it. But we have a protocol in place that spends all the time leading up from January to now to fall within our safe stop criteria. And then if we get ones that flag or something has changed, we review them through the routing team, usually in a 24 to 48 hour turnaround time.
And if parents are concerned, how should they?
485 ride.
Great, thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, there you have it. JCPS concluding a news conference, which actually moved up by 15 minutes. It was supposed to happen at 7 o'clock tonight. Overall, really good news there. You saw the new superintendent, Brian Yearwood, speak first, and then the chief operations officer is Dr. Rob Folk. He has been with JCPS for quite some time as a holdover from the administration of Marty Polio, but is key into the operations. The good news, the last student was dropped off at 6:22 this year. They had hoped to do it by 7, so they beat their time well there. In fact, beat last year, which was 6:29. Students were reported missing, about 16 different students, but they tracked that down to just getting on the wrong bus or getting off at the wrong school, that kind of thing. They found everybody, and everybody is home safely tonight. And Dr. Yearwood calling this one of the best days in JCPS's history.